Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Saad Sangat Ji, welcome back to the next episode of Charitropakhyan, of the Charitropakhyan series. Here we're going through the 26th Charitr in this episode. It's a very interesting one, and I quite enjoyed it myself. Dohira katha sanao banak ki sun nirvabar to he sang. So the Vajirs, the Mantris, the advisors, they're telling Raja Charitra saying, I'm going to tell you a story, and the story will be of a banik. Banik means a baniya, or a businessman, a trader. So he said, I'm going to tell you a story of a trader, O my king. Ek triya ta ki banam bikha bor par khudyo bihang. And the story will be about how his wife, his own wife, tattooed a image of a bird, of a bird, on his backside, basically on his gluteus maximum, his butt. Yeah. Jo pe jab hi banik banijte aave 20 chor ab hane sunaave. So whenever he went out to do his vapar or his trade, he would always tell his wife that, today I killed 20 people. Yeah, I killed X amount of people. He was always trying to show himself as being superior to her in terms of strength, in terms of courage, in terms of bravery, right? He will always make sure that whenever he comes back to demote, to make sure his wife feels demoted, and to make sure his wife feels that she's not as capable as he is in terms of strength and bravery. Okay, so whenever he comes back from trading, he goes off, to a different village, to a different city. He comes back the next day or the same day. He will always be like, what? Today I fought these many people. They came to rob me or whatever the case may be, and I killed them all. Right? Parata an im bachan uchare. 30 chor mein aaj sangare. And then the next day he will go out again for trading, and this time he'll come back and he'll be like, I killed 30 robbers. 30 robbers came to attack me. I killed them all. Right? So he's trying to show himself as to be so strong that he can fight any robber or any person trying to steal from him. Yeah, because often the biggest fear that a trader or a businessman has is of a robber. Right? Okay. So every single day he will say these kind of things to her in different ways. Suntriya ban mon hua raha. And his wife, whose name will be revealed in a bit, his wife would always just be quiet. She would never respond. She would never say anything to him. Yeah. ताकि मुख पर कछु ना पाखै वो अपने मुखों कुछ भी नहीं कहती सी. She would never rebuttal him, challenge him. She would never say anything to him. ये सब बात चित्त में है रखै. But in her chit, in her heart, she knew that my husband here is a bluff, right? He's not really going and killing anyone. He probably can't even protect himself, right? So Niratmati ehibit tavakiyo. So her name is revealed now. Her name is Niratmati. Nirat meaning a play. Yeah, Mati means intellect. So her gurus have given us her this name to say that she has the intellect of play. Yeah. So what does she do? She thinks of a biddi. She thinks of a technique or a play. Baaj saal te hai ek liyo. And what does she do? She takes a horse. Right? She goes to the tambela or the horse stands or the horse stables. Baj sal means the horse stables. And she takes a horse from there. Right? Bant pag sir khadak nachayo. And then what does she do? She ties a dastar, a turban, on top of her head. And she holds and she gets or she buys a huge talwar, a khadag, a khanda, a shastar. Yeah. So she gets a weapon, a sword, and she's holding that. She's tying the star. She got a horse, right? Sagal purukh ko pes banayo. She made herself look like a male. Right? And not any male, but like a warrior. Yeah. Dahine haath sahati so hai. And her right hand, dahine means her right, haath means hand, sahati means a spear or a barsha. She held in her right hand a barsha. So she has a talwar, on her gatra, She has a dastar on her head, right? So she's pretty much like looking like a warrior here, huh? And if you were to go to the Nihang Singh Dals and you were to find a Bibi there, Singhni there, you will see that her pace or her pehrava is very similar to the Singhs, right? She would also be wearing a dastar. She would also be wearing a kirpan, a khanda. So it's kind of mimicking that lifestyle here in this Charitr. Guru Sahib's kind of playing with that lifestyle, yeah. So jaake teer sipahi ko hai sab hi saaj purkh ke bani. So jidda hi spy lagda nahi, just like a soldier will look like. She made that same kind of pace. You cannot even tell she's a woman anymore. She looks just like a male. Janak Maharaj Pat Ani. And it almost looks like it's some kind of king's army that she's dressed up like. She's dressed up like a soldier. And if someone were to see her, they would think that, oh, this is some kind of king's like general or colonel or, a very big person within the army of a king. Yeah. So you can see here she's kind of going for a play, and what that play will be, it's going to be coming right in front of you. Dohira sipras rohi sahti tuja rahi fehrai. So she had a sword, she had a sword, a kharg on her talwar, on her gatra. She has a spear, and she also is carrying a nishan, like a chanda, right, on her horse. So imagine this look, right? You see this warrior, dressed up in armor and dressed up in weapons, holding a spear, a flag in the background, right? She's on a horse, or it looks like a he, right? And she's riding in this way, right? Maha si janiya triya na samjhe jai. Everyone that will look at her looks and thinks that she's a Mahabir, right? Mahabir meaning like a Mahan Surma, an amazing warrior. No one recognizes her to be a woman. Banaj hed banya chaleo at harkat sab ang. So the vapari, the businessman, he gets up like normal, and he's really happy today. He's running out the house, going to do trading wherever he has to go trading. Gavat geet sab ban mein tasyo nisang. And to go through the next city, he has to go through a jungle, and on the way through the jungle, he's singing. He's so happy. He's having a great day today. Chopai banik jaat ekallo nihario. Now, when his wife, she sees that my husband's all alone now, he's in this jungle, right? Chalo yahe yo bal bichario. She starts thinking that it's my time to chal. It's my time to play this Charitr now. Maar kar samohe tai. She's running, she's riding on her horse, and she's yelling maro. She's yelling on top of her lungs, I'm going to kill you. Yeah. Kad kripan pahunchi ai. When she reaches in front of her husband, she takes her kirpan out, right? Gurus have noted here the talwar as a kirpan. Yeah. And she takes her kirpan out, her sword out, and she presents it to him that I'm going to kill you today. Dohira kahan jatre mood mat jud karo dar. She said to him, where are you going, O Murk? Mood mat. Hey, the mat means intellect, mood meaning Murk, a foolish person. She's like, where are you going, Murk? Aaj mera jud kar. Fight with me today. She tells him, I want you to fight with me. Don't get scared. I want you to fight with me. Mart ho nahi aaj to hai. Pagya bastar utar. If you can't fight me, if you can't kill me in battle, then take off your dastar. You're not worthy of wearing this turban on your head. Take off that dastar and present it to me, because you cannot beat me. If you cannot fight me. Chopai banak bachan sun bastar utare. Right there, that vapari, her husband, he takes off his dastar. He's like, I can't do this. He got so scared, he's probably just, he's ready to pee in his pants kind of scenario. Kaas dant gehe ram uchare te mukho kanda vahiguru ram ucharan lapanda. He starts saying the name of God. Kaas dant, and in his teeth he has grass in his teeth. What does that mean? Like, as in like, ori jiri jawan hai to thotli ho gayi hai na. He's so scared now, like in front of death, he's just so scared, and all those things that he said to his wife were just bluff, right? It was just bluff, because now in the face of a real robber, or his wife dressed up as a robber. He has no words. He's so scared, and he's remembering God, right? Sun taskar main das tiharon. What does he say? O taskar. Taskar means chor. O robber, I'm your das. I'm your slave. Yeah, he tells his wife, puts his hands together. I'm your slave. Jaan apno aaj ubaro. Please consider me your own and save me. Don't kill me here. Huh? Save my life. And you might even see this in movies when someone's point, is right in front of a gun, or let's say someone's getting robbed on gunpoint. Right in front of that gun. Usually people will say, you know what, just take my money, do whatever you want, just don't kill me, right? So it's that kind of scenario here. He's scared. He doesn't want to die. He's telling this so-called robber, I'm your slave. Yeah. Dohera. Jo apni te guda par khodan do de bihang to tum ab jeevat raho bacha tihare ang. Okay, his wife says to him, if you want to save your life, and if you wanna walk out of here with all your body parts, yeah, in one piece, right, then I want you to do something. I want you to turn around, right, and let me tattoo a picture of a bird on your butt, right, on your backside, and that way you will remember for the rest of your life this day. Huh? She's thinking, in this way he will probably remember this moment for the rest of his life. Once it's revealed to him that it was his wife, right? He got so scared by his wife. Right? He didn't have the guts to kill anyone. This guy is here. So she made this proposition with him that, okay, if you wanna walk out of here with your life, then I want you to do this, right? And it's interesting at that time there was some kind of technique of doing tattoo, and you'll see how she tattoos him. It's probably a painful one, a painful experience. So tabe banikta se kiyo jiyo triyo kehe risai. So jidda hi istri ne kiya si udda hi kita onne. So however his wife said it to him, that's exactly what he did. He laid down and thar har kar chit par giryo bachan na pakhyo jai. He fell down the floor. He turned around. He's not saying a single word. He's ready for what's gonna come to him, right? Tab tarani hai te uttar ek churki ke sang. In that moment his wife gets off the horse. She has a churki, a knife with her. Ram panate bane ki por bar khudyo nihang. Bachara o राम कहंदा ओ मतलब बस और को राम ही मुंह उचार होया. All he could say from his mouth was Ram, right? Like as in when she came with the knife, she tattooed a picture of a bird on his backside, and bachara he couldn't do anything about it, right? Here the Charitra ends, and one can only surmise what the future held for this trader. I really enjoyed this story. For me, it shows that if in a situation in a relationship, if one person is quiet, and doesn't mean that they're accepting your lie. If one person is lying to the other person, they're quiet about it. It means that they're being the better person by not, shunning you from it. They're being the better person, not exposing you right there, And I think that his wife was very wise. Instead of telling him straight to his face and, looking like a defiant, right? Because especially in this culture, the Indian culture, a wife does not have much place to speak in front of her husband, right? Let alone call her husband out, for something. So she's very wise in where she practically did it to him. She played this play on him where it was just caught red-handed, and now you can't even deny it because it's something is permanently fixed to his body now that he will see every day to remember that, hey, I practically been lying to my wife this whole time, as she she showed me the truth, so there's many angles that one can take from the story, and I definitely think it's one to say that Guruji's empowering the woman. One, they gave her the roop of a Khalsa, right? They gave her a roop of a warrior, of a Sipahi, right? And two, they show that she had more strength than him, more bravery than him, more courage than him, where just a roar from her made him become her slave. Yeah. So Satsangaji, I thank you for joining me today on this episode, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Pul Chaka Dekhi Ma Bakshni Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.